Hi everyone, this is Cherry Enchantress, and this is Pixie Dust Tarot, and I have your daily dust for Tuesday, April 4th. Yes, if you're watching in real time, but it can be also whenever you stumble upon it. This is a timeless reading. I'm using Dame Darcy's Queen Alice Tarot. Dame Darcy's a favorite. I love her. This one has this nice silver edge. Really pretty. Alright, let's see what we get for today. Usually just a 3-card collective message on your day. And it could be for before or after this day, and a bigger energy than just a particular day. But generally speaking, the daily dust is meant for a particular day, whenever you stumble upon it. Okay, let's see what we get. We have the Queen of Swords. Very nice. Let them eat cake. I don't know why she's crying, but she's eating cake because she wants to. We have the Hanged Man. That's funny because I see that as Pisces sometimes. And we have, ooh, the Queen of Wands. 2 queens and a king and a hanged man. Very fancy outfit there we have for the Queen of Wands. Let's zoom on in and see what we get. Okay, so Queen of Swords comes out different ways. Generally, Queen of Swords is the more harsher of the queens. Sometimes you'll see her frowning or looking a little unhappy. Generally speaking, though, the Queen of Swords just simply represents a person who's honest and truthful and sincere. But the Queen of Swords can also, because they're dealing with that air energy and the mental energy, there can be sometimes a lack of compassion or a lack of sensitivity. And so that's what causes sometimes the Queen of Swords to get a bad rap. But in this case, it does look like she has emotion, she has feeling. She has a sword and she has cake. I mean, it feels like a let them eat cake moment. It looks a little like she has guilt for this cake that she's about to eat. I would recommend, that you eat whatever the heck you want to eat. But if you attach a guilt to it, or you attach some kind of taboo, or you attach some kind of punishment, inner punishment, or self-sabotage, or negative words to yourself as you do it, you're making it worse than it has to be. Basically, it's you're allowed to eat whatever you want to. If you're trying to cut back and do good and whatever, then and you have a moment where your discipline goes down a bit, then don't treat it as a failure. Just treat it as a little indulgence, and you'll get right back on the horse again, basically. So I feel like the Queen of Swords energy is taking the cloudy feeling to the extreme here. And the Queen of Swords is not always about happy or sad. See, we have the Queen of Wands as well. And see how cheerful the Queen of Wands is. She has got a garden, everybody's smiling, she's dressed nice, her figure is smashing. She's got a cute little black cat. She's talking with Alice. Everything seems great, I just feel like it has a lot to do with perspective here. There could be things that you learn about yourself on this day where you don't feel like you don't have to be this so hard on yourself, so harsh and hard on yourself. it's important to take a different perspective, like the hangman would. The hangman is a fun character. He represents Pisces, and this particular hanged man looks quite jolly. And I feel like this is like kind of an unconditional love energy. Like no matter which way I look at you, you're amazing. So there could be somebody in your life who loves you just the way you are, and you know, whether you're eating cake or not eating cake, to him you're amazing, right? And that's the way you should see yourself. Like, think outside the box is what the hanged man does. The hanged man sees things from all perspectives and doesn't judge in one direction or another. In fact, the hanged man doesn't even judge. The hanged man just has like this open energy. The hanged man also can sometimes represent sacrifice, though. So there could be this sense that you feel like you have to sacrifice this cake in order to keep your slim figure. But with the Queen of Wands here and her beautiful garden and the flowers and all of that, there may be a way that you can distract yourself from the pressures of a diet or whatever you're trying to do, trying to stop yourself from doing something by seeing all the other beauties in the world. In other words, you're focusing on the lack mentality here instead of seeing all the good things. So I feel like just to like flip your perspective a little bit, hang upside down, get a view of the big picture, look at things differently, and see that you're actually abundant. You're actually doing quite well. You're doing wonderfully. You're actually, like, if you've been trying really hard to get, you know, I don't know, eat right, have a good figure, whatever, you know, be more disciplined about eating habits, not eating certain things that are bad for you, then you're doing way better than you're giving yourself credit for, I think. Your little black cat is all smiling about it and trying to tell you too, like, hey, great job. Your hanged man loves you just the way you are. And hanged man also represents the sign of Pisces. So it's like, I think it's your perception of yourself that might be a little bit off here. But if you take it from the hanged man, you're exactly... You look amazing. You look gorgeous. You are gorgeous. You're wonderful. You are beautiful. You're kind. You're warm. You're loving. You're great with kids and animals. You're great with your surroundings. All of that, you know. If you lack a little self-discipline occasionally, there's nothing to be ashamed of. You know, you've worked probably harder than a lot of people to maintain a certain kind of discipline in your life. And so it's okay. It's just okay. Just be who you are, because you're loved. And so love yourself. Love yourself, and others will keep on loving you for who you are, because you're wonderful inside and out. Inside and out. All right, and I hope that made you feel good. I think you're a wonderful person, and everybody here thinks so too, except for yourself sometimes. So get out of that funk. Whatever you need to do to get out of it, maybe go outside and enjoy the weather, or enjoy an outing of some sort. Maybe flirt with a fella, and you'll see for yourself how cute and adorable you actually are. Anyway, I hope you like that. Big Trust and Pixie Dust.